The vaccination super site at Petco Park gets ready to close for a third time. Why the closure won't affect teachers' ability to get the shots.
It's time to play ball. The first high school sports practices, they are now underway when teams will take the field for the first game of the season.
Plus, a new study from UC San Diego sheds light on why some COVID survivors deal with lasting neurological problems.
ABC 10 News at 6 starts now.
For the third time in 3 weeks, the Petco Park vaccination super site will close. It could stay closed at least through next Tuesday. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. That site will close the very same day that 500,000 new Californians here in San Diego County become eligible to get the vaccine. The reason? There is a nationwide shortage of the Moderna vaccine. Anthony Pura joins us from Petco Park with what's next.
Steve, Kimberly, those that will be impacted by the closure will be notified through UC San Diego Health's MyChart system, and they'll be prompted to reschedule. Right now, a very busy night here at the Petco vaccination super station. You can see lots of people here getting in line in their cars. We've been told that this site has the capacity to administer 5,000 doses a day. So the multi-day closure starting tomorrow will impact thousands of San Diegans. San Diego County says the closure is due to a shortage of vaccine supplies. This is the third closure for the Petco vaccination site. This one coming just as the county gave the green light for another 500,000 San Diegans to go and get vaccinated starting tomorrow. That involves law enforcement, food workers, and teachers. The Petco site only administers doses of that Moderna vaccine, and the county says sites that carry the Pfizer vaccine will not be impacted. Now, teachers will also not be affected by this as they are getting vaccinations through a different system. Again, this closure starts tomorrow, and it is expected to last through Tuesday. Anthony Pura, ABC 10 News.
So disappointing for so many. Thank you, Anthony. And a third vaccine may help ease the strain on the supply. An FDA panel has recommended Johnson & Johnson's single-dose vaccine be given emergency use authorization. And that could happen at any point tonight or tomorrow. And today, Governor Newsom said more than 1 million doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine would be coming to California over the next 3 weeks.
High school football is back in San Diego County. It is the first official day of practice since the pandemic started. It's only happening because local coaches took the state to court. Our ABC 10 News reporter Jennifer Dela Cruz is outside Scripps Ranch High School, where players hit the field in just the last hour.
It is Friday night lights here at Scripps Ranch High School. This is their first official football practice of the year, the first practice where they can put helmets on and even touch a football. With their first game just 2 weeks away, there's a lot of work to be done.
For Scripps Ranch football coach Marlon Gardnera, Friday's practice already feels like a victory.
Behind me is the football team getting ready to have their first official practice. You'll notice on my shirt it said 2019 champions. That's the last time we played football.
But the start of the season didn't come easy. It wasn't until 1 week ago that a judge ruled high school and youth sports can resume play in San Diego County despite not meeting requirements set by the state. A season that would normally start in fall is just now getting underway.
Football is starting today, which is an amazing thing to say. It's really odd to say it in February.
Gardnera says his team has been meeting for conditioning through the pandemic with COVID safety protocols in place, but today will be much different.
This was personal. This was taking care of one of my babies. And the fact that I got 100 more is, I just got lucky and I get to do it for a lot of kids.
With a shorter season, there's more work to be done. Their first game is in just 2 weeks. The judge's ruling states all sports have to be treated equally, which means despite state guidance, indoor sports can also start their seasons. Jennifer Dela Cruz, ABC 10 News.
You have to ramp up fast. And here are San Diego County's latest numbers. More than 600 new cases reported today. In all, there have been nearly 260,000 cases of COVID in San Diego County since the pandemic began. The county also says 11 more people have died. Next week, there will be more students and faculty on SDSU's campus. The university is moving ahead with the plan it announced in January to allow more in-person learning this spring. The campus dealt with a major outbreak of COVID cases during the fall semester, resulting in most classes being virtual this semester. Out of 32,000 students, about 2,800 are enrolled to start in-person classes.
Researchers at UC San Diego may have figured out why the coronavirus can cause brain problems in some people. The CDC says that 30% of all COVID patients report some kind of neurological problem. Researchers found that while the virus grows 10 times faster in the lungs, it does more damage to the brain because it triggers an immune response that can lead to cell death.
So the issue is that each organ system will react to virus in a different way. Even though viral infection is much less in brain, but this lower infection led to the pathways to kill those cells.
They're now testing treatment options to try and solve this problem. They plan to expand their research to include stem cells from different races to see if the virus also impacts people differently based on ethnicity. You can track the latest research into COVID-19 and get information on the vaccine rollout with the ABC 10 News app. You can find it for free in the App Store.
We continue to follow a breaking situation in Chula Vista. For more than 24 hours, police have been dealing with a man who claims he killed his wife. Right now, the man is barricaded in a home in the 700 block of Glover Road. Police don't know for certain if the man has a wife, and if so, her condition. We have a crew on the ground monitoring the situation. A newly proposed geological map could create some headaches for San Diego developers. The state's Geological Survey updated its map of the Rose Canyon Fault, which runs from La Jolla and then splinters to the airport and Seaport Village. The red zones fill in the gaps of previous maps, and the fault zones indicate where an earthquake could happen.
The Rose Canyon Fault's capable of what we're planning for now is a magnitude 6.9.
That could mean serious problems for developers such as one in Seaport Village. Right now, the plan includes a 500-foot tall observation tower and 3 hotels. The developer may need to update its plan to accommodate this new map.
We haven't seen her for, about a year, so we're happy she's home.
An emotional and very happy homecoming today. The USS Nimitz aircraft carrier pulled into San Diego after a deployment that lasted 10 months. Our ABC 10 News reporter Jennifer Kastner reveals how the pandemic is making it longer for families to reunite.
We were hoping that they would see us.
At Harbor Island Friday, DJ O'Grady watched the USS Nimitz return with her daughter on board.
Oh my God, it was so exciting. We were taking pictures, we were watching the live video cam.
After being gone for 10 months, the Navy warship sailed into the San Diego Bay. 5,000 sailors and Marines were assigned to the carrier strike group, the first to set sail after the onset of the COVID-19 crisis. Service members are returning to a very different home from the one they left. A new president, hundreds of thousands more dead from the virus. Friday afternoon, commanding officers spoke to reporters by phone.
This deployment during a global pandemic certainly had its share of unique challenges.
Extreme safety measures were reportedly taken, which we're told resulted in a deployment that was free from any COVID-19 cases.
You know that we did a few safe haven port visits in Guam, in Oman, and in Bahrain to get a chance for some repairs and some resupply and a little bit of time for rest and relaxation for the crews. And we executed those within a bubble and were able to successfully prevent COVID infection to any member of the strike group throughout the entire deployment.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see her because of COVID.
O'Grady's daughter, who serves as a medic, will stay on the ship with many other service members when it leaves San Diego for its final destination in its home port located in Washington. But her aunt says they will plan a trip to see her very soon.
It's exciting that they're all home and they're all safe, and for all the families that have been praying for them for a whole year.
Jennifer Kastner, ABC 10 News.